Hey everybody, it's my first book haul. Can I do the one-handed? Place your bets, people. Can I do one-handed? Yes! My first two books I recently ordered off of Amazon because of recommendations from BookTube, and they are Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, which I guess is some orphanage of kids with superpowers, and it's supposed to be creepalicious, and I'm excited for this. I also got Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld, which is the first book in a steampunk trilogy about, it's like a retelling of World War I where it's machines versus evolutionary monsters battling it out. I'm very excited. Scott Westerfeld was my favorite childhood author. And then I went to Savers and I bought 7 books for $19, and they were all actually books I had heard of before and wanted to read anyway. The first book from my Savers trip is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. This one is actually the prequel to the Da Vinci Code. I've read Da Vinci Code and the sequel, Lost Symbol. If you haven't read Da Vinci Code, it is one of the best books. If you like thrillers and like historical mysteries, you will love it. Next I got Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. James Patterson is another one of my favorite authors. I haven't ever really read anything by him that I didn't like. Even his children's stuff I also have liked. This is about a girl named Tandy. She and her family are the only murder suspects for some crime, but she can't remember her recent past when the murder took place, so she doesn't even know if she's innocent or not. And I listened to the preview of this, the audiobook preview of this, and she sounded like she had a really sassy, awesome personality and speaking voice that narrated the book. So I think this is going to be a good one. Next I have yet another James Patterson book. This is First to Die. It is the first book in the Women's Murder Club, which I've been meaning to start forever, but I'd never found the first book until now. Yeah, I think this book is about a group of women who are friends who all work in either like DNA analysis or police work, and they all solve murder crimes together. And there's 10 of these, so it's gotta be good if you kept going. Next I got And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I have been meaning to read Agatha Christie for so long. She's like the mother of mystery novels. Like, I don't know what I've been doing with my life. I don't know if this is one of her more popular or less popular books. If any of you read Agatha Christie and could recommend some to me, that would be much appreciated. This one says, First, there were 10. A curious assortment of strangers summoned as a weekend guests to a private island off the coast of Devon. Their host, an eccentric millionaire unknown to all of them, is nowhere to be found. All that the guests have in common is a wicked past they are unwilling to reveal, and a secret that will seal their fate, for each one has been marked for murder. One by one they fall prey. Before the weekend is out, there will be none. And only the dead are above suspicion. That sounds pretty good. I don't know what her writing style is like, but she's famous for a reason, so I'm excited to read this and tell you guys what I think. And then I got Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare. Yes, I am one of those people who actually enjoyed reading Shakespeare in high school. In fact, I am distantly related, apparently. I just love... Okay, even if you don't like Shakespeare, you can't deny that he was a writing genius. He wrote everything in iambic pentameter. His writing was beautiful. He basically invented most of the phrases in modern English. This one is about a girl named Viola who is shipwrecked and has to disguise as a boy for some reason. And it's a comedy where she's in love with this Duke guy, and he's in love with some other girl, and that girl's in love with her, thinking she's a man. And the movie She's the Man is actually based off of this, and I thought that concept was pretty good, so I'm pretty excited. And then I got Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. I recently read The Shining and Carrie by Stephen King. You can watch my review of that. And I fell in love with his writing and character development, so I feel like I need to read everything else written by him ever. I don't think this is one of his more popular books, but it sounds interesting enough. A group of friends saved a Down syndrome kid from bullies in their past, and they reunite, and I think aliens happen or something, and they have to use this thing, some dream catcher thing, to survive. Regardless, I am excited to get into more Stephen King, and I will tell you guys how this one turns out. And finally, I got Cold Mountain by Charles Frazier. This says it's about this guy, Inman, is a Confederate soldier. He's walking all the way back home to this girl he loves, Ada, and it's about his journey. He runs into all these hardships across the road, and I think it also is from the girl Ava's point of view. I believe it switches back and forth. I love books with a lot of different perspectives. I think that really can make books a lot more interesting and makes the world a lot fuller. I haven't read a lot of things from the Civil War. I've read a lot of World War II, World War I, so I think this will be an interesting new book for me to delve into. That is all for my first book haul, guys. Leave comments down below about what you think about these books, what books you're reading this month, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey everybody, it's my first book haul. Ah, shit.
First book haul.